Good evening, everyone. How are you doing all? Good to see each one of you. Let me say you that I'm a kind of person named Vali. How many of you know he is one of the famous character in Ramayana? He used to take the energy from the people who is in front of him. I'm such a kind of person. Let me declare that upfront. So I would request whoever for whomever it is possible, please turn on your video. I want to get that energy. I want to see that liveliness in your face for us to have that liveliness for the next 30 minutes. Can I ask? Yes, yes. Yeah, I see videos turning on. Great. Thanks for that. Okay. Even before to start, I want to give each one of you a high five. Can we do that? High five? High five? Yes. High five. Yes. This high five is for the commitment that each one of you have taken to join such kind of communities and forums to make you stronger and better each and every day. It's not that everybody do. You have done that. Pat on your back. I like such kind of people. Okay. Let's formally get into the session. Let me introduce about me. I'm Shalini, coming with 18 years of experience in the corporate world, working with different product-based industries. I started my career as a developer and then moved into different roles, into senior positions, and now I'm steering the IT for driving the excellence. But when I look back into my journey, it was not so very easy. I'm from a typical middle class family, as you all or most of you would have witnessed, which comes with so much of loving and caring people around you, but also with lot of limitations. Specifically for women, there has been a set kind of limitations by them. Even I am not an exception towards it. I'm a kind of very bookish and studying person. I always used to study. I had a bigger dream of getting into an IT world. I studied a lot. I scored 94, if I remember right, 94.2 percentage in my higher secondary. And when I went into that big dream to take my computer engineering course, I couldn't able to get that. What I got is a civil engineering in a government college. Though I had scholarships to join in private, due to certain financial limitations, what I had by then, I'll have to decide to take this up. Because with the awareness, whatever I had by then, engineering college is a only place where the corporates come in, they take people, and then you can get into the IT world. That's the kind of limited visibility what I had. So I sticked in, got into the engineering college, pursued and started with my civil. But I didn't give up my dream of entering into the IT world. Literally, from morning 8 to 3 o'clock, I was studying civil. But after 3 until 10, I was also preparing for my computer world. I used to ride my bicycle kilometers because I do not want to put that additional pressure of buying the books for computer science towards my parents. I go to libraries. I go to my friend's house. Whoever is pursuing their computer science, I'll be reading their notes. Even I went for certain part-time jobs. This insurance agents calling, do you want insurance? Do you want loan? By then, we used to look into the telephone directories and try to call people. And then with that, I studied the courses externally. MS Office, C++, looking into the syllabus. So I was gearing up in parallel. So dual engineering I was doing by then. Things were going, but the day came in. The companies are coming up for the campus, but there is one hard reality that hit me. With trying to ride two horses at the same time with the same speed, something slipped off here and there, and I got earlier in my 7th semester. The one and only way which I dreamt to get into the IT world got shattered. I was not allowed to appear into any of the campus interviews. I cried. I literally cried. I cried for days and nights. I was preparing, continuing to prepare. And then Still, it was like an end of the tunnel for me, but still I moved on. I tried to appear for interviews outside the world, looking into the newspapers, going into the job fairs. And each and every time when I face the outside world, I've been criticized to the core. Certain people, the way they see you, right, when you get into that interview, coming from civil. Okay, let's see what you have to say. And there are also certain people even said outright, have you ever seen computer used it? Do you know what programming means? After crossing all this, I'll have to give up my interview. Think about my mood and the kind of self confidence I would have had. I failed. I failed up in interviews. In my fourth interview, I could crack it down. It was in a job fair where we had almost 3,000, 4,000 people. I cracked up that interview for a salary of 8,000 rupees per month. That was my journey when I started 18 years back. And before even I could relax that I got a job, there came in the other big challenge, this life of metro city, which I've never witnessed. I never even, as I said, I was a fully bookish guy. So I go to library, study, come back to my family. That was my small world. Looking into this kind of metro cities, people, infrastructure, facilities, the way people were dressing up, the way people were speaking, I became numb when I entered the city. I didn't even had confidence to give or handshake to anyone to say that I am Shalini, to introduce myself. I'm not sure how should I do, where should I start? But now, after 18 years, this journey has made me stronger and better. And now you see the Shalini before you, who is now sitting and talking. Today, I want to share with you this journey which made me to be the what I am today. And if I think back, there was one lifeline which holded me tight, which pushed me back to my lines of horizon. It was confidence. That lifeline was my confidence. And it's not so very easy to step into that. Today, we will go through together a framework which will make you to get into that level of confidence. The very easy one people always say is try to be confident, be bold, face things. Is that not the simple advice which we get from everyone? But how do you do that? Is it so easy as we say? You can feel confident for seconds, minutes. How do you make it as a way of your life? We will figure it out today. And let's decode each one of your life to make you to reach towards your full potential by reaching to the level of confidence, by stepping into your confidence. We will try to take a 3-step approach towards it. First, for us to improve anything, first we'll have to know what is the level we are. So we will do a self-diagnosis to understand what is the level of clutters we have in mind. What are the kind of blockers you have? And then after that, we will get into a source mapping. We will try to remove those blocks, the unconscious blocks that what you're carrying. Then we will also start to gear up. How do you now build upon that? I'll also take you through the rebuild toolkit. Are you ready? Everyone is geared up? Great. Okay. I want each one of you to pick a paper and pen. And if somebody is not having it, it's fine. Just try to open up your notepad. And I want each one of you to write how do you resonate with each one of the question I'm asking you. If you resonate with it, just mark against it and we'll try to do a scoring. The first, do you keep on thinking before saying things once, twice, thrice, always? And even before you could say that, that would have either become old or it would have been said by others. Because you wanted to Make sure what other people will think if I say that, and you always get into the zone of overthinking. If yes, make a note of it. Second, do you prioritize your opinion over others? Let me say you're in a team meeting, okay, and there is a kind of discussion that is going on, and a boss is saying something, everybody is agreeing to it, but you feel still this is not going to work. I know this has to be tackled in a different way, but you do not give importance to that. You feel, oh, everybody is saying others' opinions, everybody is saying, so you suppress your opinion. Third, whatever you prepare, however you're good, let me say, even you're going for an interview, you're not confident. You're not sure is the level of knowledge what you have is sufficient for you to clear that interview. You are always in the doubtful zone. Am I capable? Am I ready? Let's move on to the fourth. Do you avoid trying new things? You want to ask for a new role, new responsibility with your manager, or you want to try out for a new job. You have a brilliant idea of what you want to propose as a sales pitch, but still you are holding yourself back because you are not sure, will this idea work? Will my manager take this up? How how will I try? I've been successful in this organization. What would happen if I go and fail in that new organization? Fearing criticism, fearing failure, you always avoid new things. Fifth, most of you, I think mostly women's also would be also resonating with me. How often do you wear the dress that what you wanted to, but you do not? Again, fearing criticism, what others will think if I wear this, what kind of impressions they will make on me if I try to wear this, and you try to compromise, not wearing at the end of the day what you wanted to. And the last, you feel very anxious when you speak to strangers, or when you try to speak to your senior managers, or when you're in interview, when you try to speak with the interviewers, you feel very anxious about it. Is that you? I hope everybody is filling the score. So try to score yourself out of 6. What is your score? If the score is greater than 2, then it's a very clear evidence that you're self-sabotaging your success. You're stopping yourself for the career growth. You are not allowing your potential to come out and give values to the others. You have blocks in your mind which is stopping you to do that. Let's move forward to understand with your self-analysis done. Now let's try to move forward to understand like how can we clear those blocks. So we have done with our mind toxin index where we have got a score. I hope each one of you would have got a score. Just give me a thumbs up if everybody is ready with your scores. Right, great, thank you. And then the next is we will do the source mapping. Source mapping, the first thing is flashback. Again, I want each one of you to take a paper and write. Do not overthink. We'll just take 15 seconds to complete this exercise. Okay. Think of the scenario where you felt unworthy or letting down. Other people have let you down. Others criticized your idea. It could be in your childhood days. It could be in your organization, or it could be even in interview. The way I had in my interview, people are criticizing me. So whatever is there in your mind, just write it down. Think of the scenario where you felt uncomfortable in expressing yourself. Write it down. Let me give you 10 to 15 seconds. Think and write it. And when you write, feel it. the way you felt on that day, the kind of emotions you had. Somebody would have cried, somebody would have felt shy, somebody would have felt literally unhelpful, helpless. Whatever way you felt, just also write it down. I want each one of you to do this exercise literally with me. Okay. Now, strike that off with a pen. Strike it, strike it, strike it, strike it to the core. And take that paper and please tear it off. Tear it off to the pieces and shatters. And while you tear it, say to yourself, this person is no more. She has gone. He has gone. Do not carry this baggage. Tear it off. Can I see you people tearing that paper? Yes. Done? Now let's also do this. Come on, take your hands and do. Perfect. It's gone. It's no more part of your life. It's no more part of your memory. It's no more part of your garage. Okay? The next is perfectophobia. Let me say you, this is one of the biggest trap where everybody are falling into. Because each one of us want to be perfect. When you want to give that idea, when you want to go for appearing an interview, or when you want to ask a promotion towards your boss. Oh, okay, I've done this, but maybe that one part I have missed. Should I go and ask him? So I was okay. I was almost 80%. The job description is matching with me, but still there is one part I'm not confident. So should I appear for this interview or should I postpone it? I'm not sure would this idea be accepted by everyone. Always you have this perfectophobia. Let me say there is nothing in this universe called perfect. That's the law of universe. Don't you believe me? Quickly go to Amazon. Just open up any one of the Amazon's bestseller book. Go to the review section. I hope some of you are doing along with me. You do not have to believe me. Just go and look over there. The world's most best-selling author books, you cannot see 100% 5 or 4 stars. Let's not even take 4. You cannot see even 5, 4 and 3 stars 100%. Definitely there will be 1 and 2 stars. There could be nothing perfect in this world. So do not beat yourself around the bush that it has to be perfect for me to do that, to get that job, for that promotion, to go and ask. Do not self-sabotage. Go ahead, accept yourself. Remove that blocker of perfectophobia from your mind, throw it out. The next is EV. Sounding like a Greek and Latin, right? It's one of the harsh truths. EV stands for it is the way it is. Let me say you, no matter what we accept or not, there are always people who judge us. People will keep judging us because it's a human nature, right? And nobody could stop people's opinion. Let me say, even now we are in the session. Is that not a kind of silent judgment goes in each one of your mind? How is this person speaking about? How is the session? Is it going well? When this person is speaking, don't you try to judge. It happens. We cannot stop people's opinion, but you can take a control of what it matters to you. You do not have to be the prey of their opinion. You are the one who can shield yourself. So no matter what, their opinion doesn't matter for you. Let them think what they want to think. You decide, should you accept that or not? End of the day, it's your life and you have to be in a decision point to accept and deny things. It's not on the other part. And the most powerful one, again, the word failure. I should say literally this word has to be removed by the book in the dictionary. Because there is no such thing called as failure. It's a kind of feedback which says you, If the results are not happening in the way you intended and thought, there is a feedback that you have to work on it differently. Let me say you're trying to do a presentation, but it's not connected to the audience. Is that a failure for you? No, it's a feedback that you have to try to convey it in a different way. You have to change the tonality. You have to change the body language. You try to launch a product. You give that idea in the team meeting, but nobody accepted it. Is that a failure? No, it's a feedback that your idea has to be refined. So do not have these kind of blocks, the fear of failures in your mind. These four things, whatever we saw, are the major blockers. Is that? Am I right? Do you feel like you fit most of your challenges within these four blocks? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Show me a thumbs up. Now, should we move forward? See, step one, we try to understand what is our level of toxins. And step two, we had identified your blocks, what is stopping you. So, can I also get this from each one of you? All these four blocks, whatever, maybe one could be resonated with you or all the four. Let's try to shed that off from your mind. Let's do that. All these four blocks, let it go off. Come on, do with me. Yes. Raja, Nagaraju, Naveen, Chandra, Anupama. Yes. Do that out. Shed it off. Clear? Just shake your body, na? Let it go off from your mind and body and everywhere. Let's do that. Okay. So now we are ready. Let's try to rebuild a new you. We have cleared that out. So now let's start from the scratch. How should we go about with that? What you have to do now? Let me say you that. First is noise versus voice. You know, when you now start this journey, right? So now with all these blocks cleared, you want to do something. And tomorrow, let's say Anupama wants to go and speak in front of her team, presenting her idea, which so far she hasn't presented. Then that small noise comes up. Anupama, are you sure? Are you confident? What if they try to de-respect your idea? You haven't done this before. Why do you want to take this risk? What will you do if people laugh at your idea? What if you're getting stuck while you say this? During that time, do not suppress the noise, but do a self-compassionate talk. Try to say, yes, I'm doing this for the first time, but I know each idea can bring its own perspectives. No matter what, I'm fine if the idea is not accepted. I'll try to listen to the feedbacks carefully and I'll try to refine my idea. This is the self-talk, the voice which you have to give towards your inner self. Then you see the noise is getting suppressed. Do not try to just ignore that noise. It comes up back very strong when you go and stand before people. Instead, stand before the mirror and say this to you. You say, when you go for an interview, again it says, oh Shalini, you have already tried up certain interviews. You couldn't able to answer those questions. You were stuck. You were literally blank. Should you give this interview now? Are you ready? Again say that. I have prepared well. I have made note of areas where I couldn't able to perform last time. I have worked upon it. And I will again gain experience from this interview. I will understand my strength. I'll go ahead and give this interview with confidence. Give that voice. Suppress that noise. Do this consciously. Each and every time this noise would come, things wouldn't change overnight. Suppress this inner critic with the strong and self-compassionate voice from you. And to do this, you should be very strong. You should keep learning things. You should move forward. You should work on your feedbacks. And then you could do this for yourself. Always appreciate your achievements, small wins. That would help you to make this voice very profound and strong. Agree? Should we move forward? Second, easy conditions. You know, to whom we are always very tough, not towards our team members, not towards our boss, not towards our kids, it's to us. Because we always put up heavy conditions for our self esteem and self confidence. You expect if I go and present in a meeting or in a presentation, if everybody comes and say this is a success, everybody is giving a positive feedback, then I feel, yeah, I'm a confident speaker. Why do you want to put such a harsh conditions with so much of external factors? Put easy conditions. Embrace your growth. Embrace your transformation. Feel confident that you take that step to volunteer to speak before people. Appreciate you for that. Be good to yourself. Acknowledge each and every small wins you make. Try to make life easy for you. The more and more you feel confident, the more and more confident you would be. So please be easy to yourself. Try to put out easy conditions on you. Do not overbeat yourself. As we saw before, do not get into this trap of perfectionism. And the third thing is lift and shift. So, what has to be lifted and where it has to be shifted? It's your focus. And let you have been able to bring results in the tough environments. Why not? You can do it. Shift the focus again on your strength and then see the way you try to navigate with ease. So, next time, each and every time, whenever you go and speak with your leadership team, or whenever you want to speak in a bigger audience, again, do not put the focus on audience. Do not think, there are so much of people, what they will think about me. What should I do? There are also so many bigger people. Again, shift the focus to you. I have practiced well. I am very confident that I can able to deliver value. I can able to share insights that is going to change people's life. Shift the focus to you. Clear with all these three rebuilding toolkits? Is that easy for each one of you to follow? And I want to say this in the beginning, but I think I must it. For each one of you to appreciate that you are staying with us and taking the step towards building your self-confidence, we will also share you a confidence exercise workbook. That workbook will also help you to make you better and better in this journey each and every day. And now I want each one of you to do this along with me. I want each one of you to take your hand, place it on your heart, and repeat this along with me. Whichever way you judge has completely no impact on me. I'm not giving the privilege to anyone, to anybody who can make me worried, who can make me feel unworthy, who can make me feel low. I'm not giving the privilege to anyone, anybody. What others say or think will not determine who I am. Can I ask each one of you to repeat with me? I do not see the lips moving. What others say or think will not determine who I am. I'm getting better day by day by enriching myself, learning new things. I listen to feedbacks and evaluate and work accordingly. I will lead my life in a proud and Are you geared up to try these things in your personal, professional life? I want each one of you to be yourself. Move from the zone of fear to the zone of freedom of being yourself. Can I expect that from each one of you? Yes? Great. With that, we are coming to the end of the session. I hope each one of you would had these takeaways and make this as part of your life. And the exercise, so do not miss to join the WhatsApp community and the Facebook group if you have not joined it. The team is also sharing the link. Do join that to get that workbook and do that at your own pace. And the next most important thing, sign in and register yourself for the next big event coming on Monday, sharp at 7:55. Be there. Keep yourself learning and moving forward. Embrace and join this kind of communities. I think this is the last hack I have to say. For you to stay in this lifeline of confidence always, try to cover yourself with people of positivity, growth mindset. Try to embrace communities which is trying to foster positivity. Do not miss to join in Career Dwar every day, 30 minutes, which is going to make you better and better every day in all aspects of your life. I hope with this, each one of you would have now understood what is that standing, what was that standing between you and your self-confidence. So do that exercise once again at your own pace and remember these blocks, try to remove them and do not miss to follow the 3 steps of rebuilding toolkit to make you a better person. And try to spread this. Spread this to your kids, spread this to your team. Ask people to join this community. What is that more fulfilled than to change people's life and creating a positive impact? Do you agree? If yes, try to share this link, repost, and encourage people to join such sessions. With this, see you all on Monday, sharp 7:55. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.